Hey everybody, it's Ray from Heavenly Hawaiian Farms. Just doing a little video today about suckering selection, as we will call it. Here at Heavenly Hawaiian, we use a pruning method called the Beaumont Fukunaga method. Actually, just switching over to this method from another form of pruning called the Kona method. We do have some information on our website and our blogs about what this kind of means, and we'll maybe go a little more in depth in another video. But for now, I just kind of want to show you what the guys and gals out in the field are up to today. They're going through this block behind me, some of our Kona typica, otherwise known as silk on the website. The main part of the block here, they are selecting the branches that are going to be our coffee for the next 4 years. So it is important for them to make sure they pick the right branch. And there are quite a few to start with, and they kind of wheedle it down and find the best ones. So we're gonna head out in the field. We're gonna get a little closer look at what they're doing today, as well as keep an eye on these beautiful views we always have here from the farm. Not a bad place to be working from. So hope you all doing well, and just keeping you updated on what we got going on. See, here's a section that they've done already. You might be able to see the shoots that they've pulled off, as well as some of the young saplings that are not growing properly, or the young growth. You'll see there is some coffee cherry on some of the trees still. We're going to leave that, and at the end of the season come through, take that off, and just be focusing on the newest branches that'll be coming up. So see, this is what they look like before they've been touched. There's just a mess of shoots growing there, and some of them even more so than this. It looks like there's at least a dozen growing in there. We want to get that down to probably 5 or 6 today, and then we'll take it down to the 4 that we're going to need in the end. The way some of these trees have been pruned previously, it left these flat areas that would actually collect water, and then the tree would slowly decompose. And right here we have what looks like an autograph tree actually growing out of one of our coffee trees. And these guys have some really strong roots. It takes a little bit to get them ripped out of there. So this is actually something we're going to be mitigating over the next few years. We want to get in and clean our trees up. I mean, you could actually almost equate it to like the tree having cancer of a form. It actually has to battle that. The pests, the bugs, all kinds of things will try to live in there. So it has to constantly be spending energy trying to take care of that. So if we can properly cut it and prune it, and even using chainsaws to add drainage there, it can help that tree survive a lot longer. Here's one that they've done rather well. You can see there's probably a couple extra on here. We're going to come back for another round of selection, make sure that something doesn't damage one of these shoots in between now and the next couple of months. But by end of July, we'll have cut this down to about 4 main shoots. Those will be the ones that we're going to keep for the next year. You can see he's looking up now too, because he's got to get all the verticals that are up higher on the tree and take those out, because the tree is just wasting energy growing something like one of these guys right here. This is not going to actually produce any coffee, just going to waste nutrients on trying to grow that. So we're going to get that out of there. So we got Amy here. She's actually taking out a piece of growth that is no longer needed on the tree here. She's going to cut this out. So this will allow the tree to not have to worry about trying to support that. It's basically dying anyway. So by removing that, it'll save, again, more energy, make a healthier tree here. Nana, always out here making sure everybody's working hard. But once this is done properly, those 4 branches will produce coffee next year, just a little bit, but then the 2 years after that will produce lots of coffee for us. It's all about making sure you're controlling where the tree's growing, how it's growing. It's only expending energy on what you want it to, not wasting any energy for you here. And the rows are looking much better here. It was kind of a jungle when we first took over. We're coming through, we're trying to recover. It's going to take us a little while. We're looking at probably 3 to 4 years before we're back at full production. Make sure these trees are as healthy as they could possibly be. Now they're still producing amazing coffee, it's just not the yields that we're looking for. It's all right, that's farming. We're in it because we like to do it. And you can see these trees, actually, we did not prune this year. We left them. This is kind of what the rows and fields looked like previously. At first glance, this looks great. There are tons and tons of leaves and material growing here. But you can also see we run into an issue here. You can see here's a mature branch that was loaded with coffee cherry, but because the tree is overloaded, that one's falling over to the ground. This one is broken off. We're gonna be lucky if any of that's good coffee in the future here. And causes issues for like mowing, weed whacking, spraying. You can barely walk down this row. You're gonna be ripping branches off. This is why on first glance it might seem like it's a good thing to have these big, beautiful, full trees, but in the end, they actually cause a lot of stress to the tree. Here, this is actually called overbearing dieback. You can see there's only coffee cherry at the top, and then the bottom half here, not a lot there. Now there's a lot of shoots coming in, so we'll come through, we'll sucker it, we'll make sure we pick the ones we want off of there, and then probably chop off all those upper verticals and let it start over. The tree is focusing that energy all across the plant as opposed to focusing it into just the best possible coffee cherries it can grow. All right, just wanted to give you guys a little update of what we got going on the farm here, show you what we are up to every day. There's always something. This will probably take us about 2 weeks to go through the entire farm and do all the pruning and suckering selection. We also still have guys out there mowing and weed whacking, keeping the fields clear. Again, we don't use any harsh chemicals. We clear the grass by hand. A lot of hard work goes into it, but we make some amazing, delicious, chemical-free coffee. Best we can possibly do. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this kind of keeps you updated on what we got to do here on the coffee farm. And while we go here, I'll let you guys just enjoy the view. From all of us here at Heavenly Hawaiian, we are praying for you. We hope you guys are safe. We hope your family is safe. And we hope you enjoy our delicious Kona coffee.